It's the Two Ports pregame show.
In Indianapolis, checking out the Pacers, just one win over the last 7 games. They're not happy with how they're playing.
Oh, he's 6-something, not above 6'4", but this guy's fearless. You know, his speed and quickness of the release of the shot, he can get a shot.
Pacers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. On the court right now for the Celtics. Freak, he's in at the point. Jared Sullinger is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Crowder in at the 3. Good on the shot.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Celtics have gone 0 of 4.
That pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Nowitzki kicks to Freak. And the 3 ball is good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Hill has the open look. Off target with his 3. Celtics trail by 5. Now Freak. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Some changes for Indiana. Thompson, he's checked in for Turner. Harris comes in for Meeks. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Hill. And then for Boston, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Sullinger. And Lewis subbed in for Bradley. Lawson kicks to Harris. They double him with Freak. Outside, George fires the 3. That's good from Harris on the assist by George.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Freak dishes to Crowder. And a wide open look for Freak. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Thompson left side. Again, Indiana.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
All alone. And Boston with the rebound. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And in part because I just thought they came out flat in that game and could never recover. Just not their best effort.
And I thought perhaps they might get an injection of life from somebody off the bench, but that never happened either.
Jordan with a screen on Lewis. Harris. Outside for George. Jordan the screen. The shot by George. Wide open. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Here's Freak, and it's sent back by George. That evens the score. And that's now 10 points for Freak.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And now, let's do it for your Patriots.
And I think Doris Burke has something for you.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
High-quality shot.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And George kicks to Lawson. Harris outside. Off the pick. And it's laid up and in by Lawson.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today. And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming out of the corner.
And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this.
We do have a team type of game.
Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs and Ty Lawson was at the controls.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams, say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
Turner is out there with Hollis Thompson. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Hill. And it's Meeks in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Jeff Withey. That one is no good. Indiana leading. Outside Hill. The dish to Turner. It's back to Hill. Turner with the screen for Hill. Out to Turner. 3 on the clock. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. His three-pointers off the mark. Well, the Celtics shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. As the Freak lets it go with a 3. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. And that's 13 points for Freak.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
It's Meeks outside, and the shot is good. Meeks got 8 points.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Wow, 4 here in the first half. They're going to need to do something different on defense to trap this guy and lock him up.
They double him with Freak. Jordan with him. Now guarded by Plumlee. Meeks can't hit. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Clippers.
They played well enough to win that game. It really could have gone either way.
Yeah, you've got to play the entire 4 quarters. I mean, they played well for 3.5 quarters. And that's just not enough. You can't expect to win if you don't play a full game.
Boston making a switch here. Nowitzki's checked in. The rebound by Turner.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hill kicks to Thompson. Bradley with some nice D. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. The shot by Sullinger, wide open. Good on the triple. Sullinger's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
They're having much more success here in the second. After missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
There's the triple. The Pacers pull it in. Jordan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
The feed now to Meeks. From deep. Rebound Boston. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
And you know, Greg, both would love to get the upper hand early. This game to me is psychological as much as anything. I mean, a win here provides that edge you're looking for.
Wide open look. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Meeks got 8 points here in this quarter.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Going for your...
And now, let's do it for your...
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. The Pacers making a change here. Thompson's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Freak's checked in on the court for the Celtics. Freak, he's in at point guard. Jay Crowder out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Jared Sullinger, and it's Bradley in at the 2 guard.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Second in three-point field goal percentage. 7th in rebounding, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And back to your point, I mean, a lot of his effectiveness has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range. And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Pacers trail by 12. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And George, here we go. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. 5th best, Paul George.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Well, I would go beyond pretty good, Craig. I mean, they are special. Special players at the offensive end. Impossible to defend in any kind of conventional way. But you've got to be creative to try to slow these guys down.
Hill with it. Out defended by Freak. Thompson in the corner. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Thompson's got his 2nd basket of the night. Here's Crowder. And the layup falls. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
On the wing, Hill. Lots of room. And the jumper falls for him. Hill's got 4 points in the quarter. Boston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And Jordan sends it back. And Thompson kicks to Jordan. Outside for George. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Indiana. The Celtics also changing it up. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Jared Sullinger. And it's Olynyk in for Dirk Nowitzki.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Lawson kicks to George. Outside Jordan. Bradley against Thompson. Here's George. Soft touch off the glass. George has got 8. 1:04 left to play in the 3rd. All alone. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Boston leading by 10. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Craig. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Thomas. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
They've got Turner, Austin out there with Young. Then there's Harris, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Shot from the wing. but they get it back. And so it's Boston easily grabbed.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
To how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.
I won't.
And 2K TV has all the details.